Today is a good day. My work boots are here. Yes. So I can finally stop wearing these super heavy insulated winter boots, and my feet won't be sweaty all the time now, and I can actually wear some proper working boots for out here. Yay, I'm so excited. Thank you, Mom and Dad, and thank you, Aunt Sue, for helping to send these to me. I appreciate it. We had 2 really nice days in a row where it didn't rain at all, but we are back to having some rain again. It's not bad, it's kind of just sprinkling. But we did yesterday, we got a call from the well company, and there's a chance they might be coming tomorrow to come drill our well. So that means that today we have to make sure that we have everything totally cleared out of the way so that if they can come, we're ready for them, because we don't want to be the reason that it's taking longer than it's already going to take. Right now we're kind of clearing out this big area back here. So from our camp, hopefully it's starting to look a little bit different. We used to have our big green tent right here, and now that the greenhouse is up, we have a lot of that moved over there. And then the well's gonna go pretty much right behind where Cody's parked right now, so I think it's gonna go somewhere right around there. So all of this back area we want to clear out of the way, just so that it's empty, which he's actually done a lot today. We have a lot of our stuff moved into the greenhouse. It's looking a lot straighter. It's still not done. We have to get the bottom boards all put on and strapped down, and we obviously need to do the plastic on the front and the back. But I think we got it as far as we needed to, where our stuff can be in there and our stuff can stay pretty dry, which feels super nice. So hopefully tomorrow we see the well. Ooh, fingers crossed.
We changed up our sawmill a little bit. The logs we had it on are back here. When we were milling yesterday a little bit, the sawmill went forward a little too fast and hit the end, and then tipped right over. Logs all tipped over, so that was a big mess for us to try and get up again. But we had some stuff that we've milled. It's actually all in a pile right over there. It's not very organized. So we laid down a log here, and some of the 4x4s we cut, being the sawmill wasn't on the rail, it was pretty easy to move the rail, and we put some 2x4s here to try and keep it from tipping at all, and then we leveled it with the feet again. It was kind of a hassle to try and get that head back up, but we were able to do it after some mess around with the jack and using some 2x4s as pry bars. We were able to get it up.
What do you think? Irie, what is that? What is it? The well people showed up, and we started drilling our well. It's kind of gurgling right now, making some weird noises, but we are 70 feet down. We have not hit water yet. Around the 40-foot mark we thought we were going to, but we didn't, which we're actually happy about, because when it's that shallow, the quality of the water just isn't as good. So I would say now that we're about 70 feet down, we can hit water anytime, and we will be more than happy about it. Today's Friday. They are going to just leave it for the weekend, and then they're going to come back on Monday, and hopefully Monday we'll finish and we'll actually hit water. That's the goal. But I'm super excited about this. It is one huge step in the direction we're trying to go, and I cannot wait to have running water again. We officially have all of the lumber milled for the platform for the sawmill. So this is what it's looking like right now. So not beautiful, but it's definitely getting the job done. And honestly, ever since we've added this 2x6 right here, it's actually pretty level. But we do have a few wonky boards that we cut over there, and we kind of have some just test boards over here. So driveway's right there. We're probably going to have it somewhere between 5 or 10 feet back, and then we'll try to have it parallel with the driveway so we can drag logs here, and then we can roll them up and just kind of set them on. In order to continue on with the projects, we have to keep clearing. It's just kind of what happens when you have raw land. So we're trying to pull up as many things as we can just through the roots so they don't grow back. Gotta clear this all out, and then we can mark out and put in our first posts and kind of get it squared up. Woo! One more. It's a lot flatter now. So we spent most of the day today working on somebody else's property instead of our own, but it is very rewarding because in return for our work, we got some things. The most exciting thing is all of this pink insulation foam, which it's broken. Some of it has tape on it. Some of them are kind of small sections, weird pieces, but we can scrap through it and kind of straighten it out. What do okay. Jeez. So we can kind of straighten it out and we can use that as filler, but this right here makes the whole day so worth it because this is going to save us a good amount of money. So she also had a massive strawberry bed patch, so I was able to dig up some strawberry plants. And then look at all of this just random stuff. Oh my gosh. They kind of gave us the helpful hint that when you're way out here in town's about an hour and a half away, the more random things you can have, the better off you are. But it's starting to rain, so we're gonna cover this up with a tarp really quick, and yeah. Woo! We're gonna go back tomorrow and get some more work done for her and pick up a couple more things too.
Yeah, these are big drops.
Woo! These are massive drops of rain.
It's just, oh, so dark, huge rain. Oh.
Ivy, run! Run! Ah!
Man, big drops.
But look at that pretty sky. We just got some pretty bad news that apparently someone went and shot up all of the windows of our truck down at the parking lot. Yeah, I don't know. So we just grabbed a tarp, threw it in the side by side, and we're gonna drive down there and just kind of see what the situation is. A neighbor offered that we can go park our truck and trailer over at his house for a little bit until we get some space over here. So let's see how bad it is. Yeah, very frustrating.
Very frustrating.
All right, first look at the truck. This window has been completely shot through. Back window has. This one, along with on the back side. Front window, honestly, it looks like someone just took something and smashed it a bunch. Oh, they did it over there too. Yeah, of course they only hit on the back where they could because we had the guard there. Door's still locked.
We got one window.
Okay, this is the only one that wasn't damaged. We just got glass everywhere.
So they didn't come around to shoot this one. And those ones they just hit up on the front window.
I don't know who you are, but I'm very upset.
It's pretty cold and wet out today, so we're bundled up a little more than usual. It's just a light sprinkle right now, but it's definitely cold. We've been working on clearing this area up for getting a platform for our sawmill, because right now with the sawmill, we have it just on some logs and it keeps coming out of square, and we want really nice boards for running our house. Yeah, we're expecting to do about 3 foot on either side of the sawmill, so we have plenty of room to go around it when we're milling. And then we're going to try and put it parallel with the driveway here, so that when we can drag in logs, we can set them up here and easy onto the sawmill.
This is just to make sure that the area we choose, we're okay with. Here it is. If only it was that easy to actually build.
Now I gotta dig holes.
This is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I think that'll be okay, but if we go this deep, we're gonna have to mill some more 4x4s. So we have one hole dug and we already know we need to mill more. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. 6 feet.
That should be about right.
Got some wood split. We have a pretty decent fire going. Some nice hot coals. And then what we're gonna do are the 4 posts we have that are gonna be taller on the corners. We're gonna burn them, just the outer edge on the fire. I don't remember what that's called, but I've seen other people do it, so we're gonna give it a try. I don't know, I think it's like a Japanese thing. It's been raining a lot and we are back to very, very muddy conditions again. Time to burn our first log. Oh, not even close.
Okay.
This might be a bit longer than I thought. I think we changed our mind and we're gonna do this to the whole log, not just the end. How much worth that?
There it is.
What's an Alaskan phrase?
Another day in paradise.
You know, it rains a lot in the tropics too. I mean, just pretend we're in the tropics.
Same thing.
We got our first 2 posts in, and then what we did is on our other 2 posts, we just kind of marked them, and then we measured that the diagonals are all even and that basically every dimension we could measure it all matched up. Eventually these are hopefully going to support our roof, which I know we need to do more supports than just one in each corner because it's way too big, but we're not there yet. So when that day comes, we'll figure it out then. This is where we're gonna leave it for tonight. Got our 4 corner posts in. Started putting up our border boards. We have 2 posts over there and 2 posts in the middle left. And then we can start framing it. All in all, I think I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I would have liked to get all the posts in, but we had a neighbor stop by. Things look a little bit different.
Irie, come here.
Gotta use a stern voice.
Yep.
Are we so happy? Still doing some training with her, but being able to run around with another dog today certainly helped. Oh, we actually have some space to breathe. We also had some done back over here too, and I think he even went around our greenhouse, but I haven't looked at that yet. So right now our plan is when you come in the driveway, we're gonna have not quite right here, maybe a little bit further back, maybe over there, I'm not quite sure. But somewhere this is where our timber frame house is gonna go eventually.
We got a lot of work to clean it up and smooth it out better, and
yeah, so he pushed all of the trees kind of along the outer edge of where he was clearing. We'll be able to kind of go back and pick through them. I think top priority is we want to get as many of these trees that are down on the edges here, kind of assess them, and if they're for firewood, it might be lower on the priority list, but if there's any that will work for lumber, we'll want to do that. Yep. We can actually start working on our house now. Our driveway took a little bit of damage. Yeah. Just a tad.
Yeah,
woo.
Be a little muddy you do for a
but
while.
You know what? So that little section is kind of what this whole area used to look like. So now it's kind of extra muddy. But I'm not gonna even a little bit complain about that. So that way it's normal too. So it's just this small section, maybe like 50 feet worth.
Yeah, and that's from ripping up, getting in here.
Yeah, and that's just from him trying to get in and then trying to get out, and she's having a blast.
Yeah. We should probably clean up this a little bit before they come back with their trucks.
Yeah, we're gonna wanna deal with this before the well guys come back. So we're super grateful for our neighbor that came and kind of cleared all of our land last night. But this morning the well people showed up and the driveway's a little bit muddy for them to get all the way in. So they are not super happy about having to go through all of this. So I think what we're gonna do, some of the logs got pushed into the way and it's the biggest, muddiest mess ever, which I don't blame them. I would hate to have to go through this too. But I think what we're gonna have to do is just call in a favor from a different neighbor and try to see if we can get a smaller tractor in here just to kind of scrape off the top layer, because I don't want to make the well people mad because we need water. Quick update about the well situation. We just hit bedrock. I think we're at about 170 maybe. They need to kind of pull out all of their drilling stuff and put a different bit on the end because you don't put like a casing in bedrock. It's not really great news. It's also not the end of the world either, though. What this means is it could potentially be another 100 feet that we have to drill in order to get enough water for it to be a well. And then just usually when you have to drill through bedrock, the amount of water that you're able to get is a lot smaller, which I'm fine with not having a lot of water. We don't really need that much water because, I mean, if it takes a while just to fill up a tank, that's not the end of the world. I just really want to hit water. Fingers crossed, please. We're gonna try some moose meat burgers for the first time tonight. The only topping we have is ketchup. That's
yeah,
okay.
That's fine. I wanted to taste it just plain. A neighbor gave us this ground up moose meat because we were super excited to try moose. So Lori's gonna make her burger quick, and then we're gonna give it a shot.
All right, here we go. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's good.
I would say that it tastes extremely similar to beef, but it's a lot more lean. Not nearly as much fat in there, so it's very lean, but it's very good.
It's just missing some pickles. But it's really good. Yeah.
Bombs got a little dark, but they're good. They're fine.
We haven't mastered cooking on the fire yet. That's okay. We have lots of time to learn that skill. I would say this is by far leaps and bounds better than venison.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No comparison there.
As for like just things we can go out and hunt to eat and consume and put in the freezer, I'm excited about moose now. Yeah. It would be awesome to go moose hunting this year, but I think we'll probably have a better chance of just buying our out-of-state fishing license and doing a bunch of fishing instead. And then probably leave the whole ordeal of figuring out how to hunt a moose for next year. I think we have enough on our plate right now, but this is really good. It's about 9 o'clock at night right now, and we are getting so close on getting this platform finished. Our main frame is up. All the posts are in. Now we just have to do the inner support boards. So we're getting there. It's a little late for me, but we need to get this done. So we're just gonna push through and not go to bed so early. It's June in Alaska, so light is not something that we're lacking on. And it's currently not raining, so we need to take advantage of that while we can. Earlier today, the well people told us that they hit bedrock. We were kind of accepting the fact that it was going to be about 270 feet for the well, which they also informed us they only had 270 feet of pipe, so that was as deep as they could possibly drill, which I didn't know. I thought they could go deeper than that when we were originally talking to them. But at the end of the day today, they actually told us that it was just a big boulder. So they're back in gravel again, which hopefully, fingers crossed, that means that we're getting close to water again. But if it means we aren't going to be close to 300 feet, we might be a little bit shallower than that, I'm happy. Do we?
I think so. Because they're all right there.
Oh, yeah. We have run into a couple predicaments where when we better supported our sawmill over here with these 2x4s, and on that side we have 2 4x4s, those boards were needed to build this platform. But that's kind of why we placed this where we did, because we can actually still get boards up there and mill them. Irie's over there. She's thinks she sees something in the wood pile, so she's been rooting around. I would say we had a huge success with her today. She's been off leash all day long, and she's actually been listening really, really well to just a tone with her collar. So she's been quite happy, which it's been happy for us, because I mean, there's nothing we want more than just to let her run around all she wants. And if this is how we have to do it, this is what we'll do.
8 6-footers and 1 10-foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 more 2x4s. Cody's just putting in the last couple nails. Otherwise, our platform framing is pretty much complete. And then we get to put the decking on, and then we have the joy of moving the big heavy sawmill over here. All the framing is done. All the posts have been trimmed up. We're just gonna kind of pick through those boards, find the nicest looking ones, and lay them out and start nailing them down. That's one of those blue ones.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
And then when you lay them on there, just choose one side to line them all up on, and then the other side I'll cut down.
Okay. You don't trust your chainsawing abilities?
I mean, my chainsaw abilities are top notch.
You can just put it here. Fine.
It's not done yet. You're not allowed to dance on it.
I'm jumping on it. Just cautiously jumping.
Platform's basically done. We just have a couple boards to put on the ends, but I don't have wide enough boards to put those on right now, and I don't want to move the log and mill that just for 2 boards. So we're gonna get the sawmill on here, and I think our plan is to tip the head off the back, and then we're going to drag it close. We'll pick up and move the rails, put it up here, and then we'll tip the head back up, and then see if we can get it up onto the rails again.
We've done this a couple times, so I think we're pros. But... Yep. I'm off. Are you off? Okay.
Okay. Don't trip.
You'll just hold it up and I'll walk over it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That doesn't look straight to me. Does that look straight to you?
Mine are both barely touching the nails.
You got it, you got it, you got it. Push forward.
Now we're going to tilt this way, angle it, get your wheel on.
Tilt your way, get my wheel on?
Yeah.
Okay. My wheel's not on all the way. You gotta push it my way. but up, forward. Okay, ooh, we're on my foot. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Wheels are both on. Okay, we're almost there. This is actually way easier than the other times. Holy moly! We did it! And we shouldn't have to do that ever again. But like, actually though, that wasn't that bad. Right? Or were you just doing way more than me? The unwanted comfort. Thanks for the support, Irie. So the well people are here, and it's now day 4 of drilling for water. And I would say we've now officially gotten about the worst news that you could get. I think he said he was around 198, I think. So he's right around the 200-foot mark, and either his drill bit or the casing broke at the bottom. So I guess our options now are, we don't really have an option, I guess. So he's gonna pull all of his stuff out, and we're just gonna let that hole cave in, and we basically can just try again somewhere else. So I'm not sure where we're gonna try again yet, and I'm not sure when we are gonna be able to try again, because their schedule's already so booked out, and we lucked out by just trying to get in this early. So now it's gonna be a bit closer to winter before we can try again. They're also gonna bring out their bigger off-grid rig, so it's gonna be drilling a 6-inch hole instead of a 4-inch hole, which it's gonna be a little bit more expensive for us, but in the long run, by having that 6-inch instead of the 4-inch, it's gonna also allow us to go deeper. With this 4-inch one, I didn't realize that there was a cap where he could only go to 270 feet. And then with the 6-inch one, he'll be able to go a lot farther than that. But right now, he says they're just starting to hit a little bit of water. He's kind of estimating that if we would have been able to keep going in this spot, we'd hit it at around the 250 mark. I mean, but you never know. So we have a new depth estimate now, at least, and we're going to be able to pick a new location. They're not going to charge us for this first hole. He was saying that since it was their equipment that failed, he just couldn't charge us for it. Oh, we're not gonna give up. It really sucks, but I don't know, we're just gonna have to do what most people around here do, and we're gonna have to just haul in water for a bit, and then we'll try again, and we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna try to be super hopeful, and we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, that's our update with the well, I guess. The Sawmill platform I'm currently sitting on working, it's completely finished. We got the Sawmill on here, so just have to try to change your mindset. And us moving out here, I mean, that's kind of what we really wanted to do, is we wanted to be a little bit more appreciative about all the stuff that we have, and kind of just how we react to different situations. I think all in all, we're pretty good with getting bad news. In the moment, it's not really fun to get that bad news, but when you take a second and you think, and okay, you know, that didn't work out, but you know, look at all the other things that are working out. Cody just took the dog over to the neighbor's house, and you know, she's off leash, she's able to just kind of cruise around with him. That's amazing. I never thought that was going to be able to happen, and yeah, there's just a lot of good with it, but this is frustrating. It's a big setback that we didn't really want to have to deal with. We always knew it was going to be a possibility. It was a big risk coming in and getting this well drilled, and we knew that, and it just looks like that this time around it just didn't quite pay off. So we'll see when we get another chance.